Okay, so I'm still in Romans, Romans chapter 13, verse 10. This was brought up by reviewing one of Augustine's writings about the letter and the spirit. And this is talking about the letter of the law and the spirit and how God pours his spirit out in our hearts, not because we've asked for it, but because he's given it. And the spirit gives us God's love, not because we've asked for it. It's not because of a freedom of choice that we've chosen to ask for God's love from the Holy Spirit. He gives it to us. This is sometimes translated charity, perhaps that way in the King James, right? Older English, it's charity. But it's agape in Greek. So you may have heard that word, agape. It's godly love, love from God. So this verse actually falls in the heels of verse 9, for this, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Then he explains it in verse 10, and this is very important, and it's grossly mistranslated. So it says, the love to the one close to you. It's translated neighbor quite often, and it can mean neighbor, but it can mean colleague, it can mean your wife, your children, it can mean anyone who's close to you, either close like close relationally, or it could be close geographically at the moment or usually. So it's unclear. So the love to the one close is itself not toiling, worthless evil. Certainly, a filling up what is lacking of law is the love. That's the most important part, and that's the most surprising part. A filling up what is lacking. This is usually translated fulfill or fulfilling or fulfillment. That's not accurate, because the modern English fulfill has a different sense than the ancient Greek. The ancient Greek is like you've got a glass that's mostly full but not completely, and so there's something missing, and it means to fill up what is lacking. So filling up what is lacking of the law is the love. What is lacking in the law to make it complete is the love of God. That's what it's saying. And that's what Jesus said he came to do, was to fill up what was lacking in the law and the prophets. He came to fill up what was missing, what was lacking in the law and the prophets. And this says, Paul says, that it's love, it's godly love that's missing from the law, that makes it not complete, not full. It's beautiful. May the Lord bless you as you seek him with all your heart.